So, Shannon, who had more help during their career, LeBron or Jordan?
Interesting question, Joy.
No, they interesting.
Oh.
We already know the answer.
Oh,
Michael Jordan, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Michael Jordan had the better players. And what goes into this, Skip, is that anytime LeBron has had really great teammates, players, he's only there for a short period of time. So he played with D. Wade, but he only played 4 years. He played 3 years.
4 years is a long time, but go ahead.
Is it longer than the 10 years that Scottie Pippen played with Michael Jordan? Oh, okay. Just checking, Jordan. I'm just checking. Because Jordan, remember I told you yesterday, I ain't good with numbers. What about the 6 years he played with Horace Grant? Played 6 years. So LeBron James has never had an all-star teammate that he played with longer than 4 years. Michael Jordan had 10 years with Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen's in the Hall of Fame, top 50 player. 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 10-time All-Defensive. Skip, did you know that Scottie Pippen was an 8-time first-team All-Defensive player? Ho Grant, All-Defensive. Dennis Rodman, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, All-Star. Tony Kukoc won 6th Man of the Year. Charles Oakley was a 2-time All-Defensive NBA player, All-Star. Skip, we can go on and on. And the thing is simple. And these guys had a specific job. But here's a very interesting stat, Joy. I don't know if you know this, Joy, because this was, you were young, you little thing running around there getting on Jason nerves, I'm sure of that. All those 6 championship seasons, guess who led them in assists? One, Scottie Pippen. LeBron James have yet to play on a team in which he has not led the team in scoring and assists. That's 15 up, 15 down. So the numbers are going to look a little skewed because now it's an offensive game now and guys have gaudy stats. But there's no question in my mind that Michael Jordan had a better supporting cast than what LeBron James has.
Interesting. So, Joy, I happen to start looking at all-star teams and through the years, and I start adding up the numbers, MJ versus LeBron. And the first thing I find is that in 9 out of Michael Jordan's 15 NBA seasons, he was the solo all-star on his team. Only 5 times in LeBron's 15 seasons was he the solo all-star on his team. So it's 9 solos for Michael, only 5 for LeBron. Now, that also includes one of the 9 solos was 1998. That was Michael's last championship run in Chicago. Nobody else on that team made the All-Star team. Can you believe that? Scottie Pippen, that guy you were raving about, he didn't even make the All-Star team as Michael's teammate that year, 1998, in which they went all the way to Utah Game 6. And you know what happened? Michael stole the ball from Karl Malone, dribbled up the court. He didn't try some funky, crazy horse shot off 1 foot falling out of bounds. He just went straight up on Byron Russell right there at the free throw line, held the pose, just held the pose.
What would the last 2-minute report say? What would the last 2-minute report say?
So, back to this. That's kind of hard for you to argue. 9 solo All-Star years to 5 for LeBron. So, only 6 times, that's the other 6 years of Michael's career, did he have 1 All-Star. He just had Scottie for 6 years, made the All-Star team. So, that's 6 out of 15, and the others 9. So he never had a multiple All-Star team.
Skip, don't do that. Don't do that. Because Michael Jordan got to the league in 1984. So Scottie Pippen wasn't in the league. Michael Jordan also went 2 years to Washington. So don't do that. So 10 of those years in which he played with Scottie Pippen was a 7-time All-Star. But that's none of my business.
I know, but Michael wasn't there. Michael wasn't there. He had the 2 years off. So only 6 times was he able to play with one other All-Star, Scottie Pippen. Had only 1. Wait a second.
No, hold on. No, Skip, for context here now. Michael Jordan got to the league in 84. Scottie Pippen didn't come into the league until what? 87, 88.
Okay,
so that's 3 years.
So
how can Scottie Pippen go to the All-Star game with him if he's not in the NBA?
Well, I'm just saying, this is all he had. So those years, he didn't have any All-Stars.
Okay. You remember Big O, Orlando Woolridge. Michael Jordan's rookie year, he averaged 23 points a game.
Okay, he didn't go to the All-Star. I'm doing All-Stars. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, well,
and I'm looking at LeBron James, and you realize once in Cleveland and 4 times in Miami, he had multiple All-Stars with him because last year in Cleveland, obviously, he had both Kevin Love and Kyrie, and 4 straight years in Miami, he had both Dwayne and Bosh. So that's multiple All-Stars. So if I add up all the All-Star appearances that you've been able to play with, that's 14 for LeBron and only 6 for Michael. Well, that would mean, I think 14 is much more than 6. So I think that means that LeBron's had way more all-star help than Michael ever thought about having,
so let me get,
right?
So let me get this right. Scottie Pippen finished third in the MVP voting the year Michael Jordan left. He's an all-star game MVP. He led the league in steals.
Mm-hmm.
He's an 8-time first-team all-defensive player. So which one of those guys, okay, of all the guys that LeBron played with, tell me the guy that's better at playing defense than Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Horace Grant.
Okay, help me out with this. What happened to that top 50 player, Scottie Pippen, after he left Michael Jordan? What happened?
He took him to the semifinals.
Yeah.
They won 55 games the year Michael left.
Did he ever make an all-star team?
Yeah, hold on.
Did he make an all-star team? This is you're raving about all this stuff. Did he make an all-star team without Michael Jordan?
Hold on, help me out now. LeBron leaves Cleveland. They in the lottery. They get the number 1 overall pick 3 times. Michael Jordan leaves the Bulls, and they win 55 games without him. Okay, he goes to the Miami Heat. They go to 4 straight finals. He leaves. They're in the lottery. I'm missing something here.
Well, you're missing.
With those 2 All-Stars.
You're missing that Scottie went to Houston, then he went to Portland, and he never made another All-Star team. This is a top 50 player. I've been consistent with this. I wrote it in the Chicago Tribune. You can look it up. Michael Jordan made Scottie Pippen. He certainly made him a top 50 player, and Scottie knows I feel that way, and he does not like it. He's had big issues with me before, and I'm going to say it again. Michael made Scottie.
Skip, you know Scottie didn't have a good time in Houston because you know who was there. He never liked him. He doesn't like him. But all that being said, Skip, tell the people at home how many times Michael got out of the first round before Scottie Pippen joined his team since he made him.
Okay, if you'll tell the people that it took LeBron 9 years to break through and win his first championship. If you'll do that, I'm good.
It took LeBron 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
Boy, that's a long time.
But hold on.
And what did he say? It's about damn time?
But if Michael's going to make the playoffs at 30 and 52, Joey, at 44 and 38, at 38 and 44, really? Is that what we're talking about?
What happened?
30 and 50? Hold on. How you go to the playoffs at 30 and 52?
Well, wait a second. If LeBron took his talents to South Beach to join forces with the great Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, who was an all-star before he got to Miami and Toronto, and then what happened in 2011, that first go-around? I don't know. Boy, it looked like the chosen one became the frozen one in the finals.
But let's use context. This same Mavericks team that beat the Miami Heat 4-2 in the NBA Finals swept the 2-time defending champs Lakers. They also blew the doors off Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook in 5 games. But see, we got to give it some context now. So are you telling me Andrew Bynum, Pau Gasol, Kobe Bryant? How could Kobe Bryant get swept?
Who was favored going into that series?
That's the only
Miami-Dallas. Miami was favored.
That's the only series that LeBron has ever been favored in.
Yeah, but he was favored, and boy, he shrank. I don't know.
Hold on. So they sweep the 2-time defending champ with Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant shrank.
I guess so. But this is about Michael versus LeBron.
So
and LeBron's played with 14 total All-Stars to only 6 for Michael. Well, I think. Does that mean that LeBron has more help?
So you believe D Wade is a better player than Scottie Pippen?
I don't know. Yeah, I would trust him more in the clutch for sure. He makes more big shots. Yeah, I would.
Okay, Dennis Rodman. Who does LeBron play with?
Dennis Rodman made 2 All-Star teams.
He was two-time Defensive Player of the Year. Led the league in rebounding.
2 All-Star teams. 2. And guess what? Dennis never made one with Michael.
Hold on.
Interesting.
But here's the thing now.
You know why? Because he joined him. He was 33 years old, 34.
Okay, here's the thing, though, Skip. Let's be fair. Now, we know the All-Star, be it Pro Bowl, All-Star game in baseball or basketball, is a popularity contest. We've seen Magic Johnson not play in the NBA and be voted to the All-Star game in '92 when it played in Orlando. I know.
So you're saying Scottie wasn't popular in 1998?
Skip.
He didn't make the All-Star team.
Can you let me talk? I just want to let me get a... Now, on these All-NBA teams, the fan doesn't vote for that. Who votes for All-NBA, Skip? The writers. Guys like Skip Bayless and these guys and your former partner, Stephen A., that follow these games. So they voted Dennis Rodman all-defensive 8 times. They voted Scottie Pippen 10 times. That's what Horace Grant, all defensive team. Charles Oakley, all defensive. But Skip, I mean, come on now.
How about Michael Jordan? How many times was he all defensive?
I think 10.
10, yeah. So maybe he's sort of
LeBron
helping
is like-
everybody around him.
What about LeBron?
Yeah.
You make it seem like LeBron has never made first team all defensive team.
He used to be good. He
Yeah.
doesn't play defense anymore.
All I know is the team. All I know is in this past series, when they tried to shot against LeBron James, they were shooting worse than they shot against any other Cleveland Cavalier defender. Now you love stats. I just gave you one right there. Eat it up.
I love stats.
Yeah.
I love the fact that 4 players LeBron has played with made all-star teams without LeBron, either before or after LeBron. Nobody Michael ever played with made the all-star team before or after him. Nobody.
So if you make all,
He made Scottie Pippen, so
No, he
that's
didn't.
his
No,
only.
don't do that.
That's
Don't do
his
that.
lone. It's like Tonto to the Lone Ranger. That's what it was.
But see, here's the thing. What also made this team so successful is that you can say, you know what, Ho Grant, go lock somebody down. Dennis Rodman, lock somebody down. Pip, lock somebody down. I didn't even mention Ron Harper.
He
Now,
could
he
really
never
play
made an all
defense.
defense team, but Skip, you know he could play. And before he blew his knee out, he could really, really play.
Who set the tone for that front line, or actually the back line as it was? You couldn't even get the ball across half court against him because Michael was in the middle.
All of them. All of
Right
them.
in the middle.
Skip. Scotty, you saw what it did in the 91 finals. Can you tell the people at home what Magic Johnson did to Michael Jordan in the Game 1 finals? What did he post on him, Skip?
Yeah, well, you tell them.
I don't know. I wasn't there. You were covering the game.
Yeah, I was there in '98. I covered the team when
Triple dub.
Michael Jordan was the lone All-Star on an
Triple dub.
NBA champ. Can you believe that? Has that ever happened?
He played. I'm trying to say,
Interesting.
when is LeBron going to play with a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year?
Mm.
2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Rebounding champ. Steals leader. I'm waiting on LeBron to play with one of them. Play with Oak. When is LeBron going to have him an enforcer like Oak?
Yeah. Well, last year, LeBron got to play with 2 All-Stars, multiple All-Stars, and it was Golden State in 5. I don't know. Interesting.
Can you tell the people?
He's the best player on the planet?
If you don't mind me asking, those former All-Stars that he played with when they were with the other teams, can you tell the people where they were drafting at, where they were drafting every year?
Who was drafting?
The team that these All-Stars, the Kyries and Kevin Love, before they joined up with LeBron, can you tell them where their teams were drafting?
Where their teams were drafting. You're losing me. You mean where the Cavs were drafting without LeBron?
Yes.
Obviously.
With Kyrie, the All-Star.
Yeah.
Where would they draft? Okay, Kevin Love in Minnesota, that All-Star.
Yeah, I never liked Kevin Love in Minnesota.
But you hyping him up.
Yeah.
You just hyping him up.
He made All-Stars. He's made 5 All-Star teams.
Whoa.
I think he's playing it. I tweeted late last night, he's playing the best basketball of his life. And you know it, and I know it.
He's played very good the last 3 ball games. I will give him credit. But you also saw those 7 games in Indy, with Indy.
Yeah, so did you. That's why you got nervous about picking the Raptors
but
this week.
so we come to the conclusion, you and I both agree, Michael Jordan had more help. Go ahead until you read, Joy.
Yeah.
I don't think that was.
I think the conclusion was LeBron's played with 14 All-Stars to only 6 for Michael.
No, that wasn't the question.
Huh.
Who's had more help was the
Well, I
question.
think
Not how many All-Stars.
That just closes the case.
No, Scott.
Boom.
This man got 2 top 50 players, Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen.
Speaking of LeBron, do the Cavs now look like a championship team? We'll discuss that with Kenyon Martin next. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.